paying for it when I get back. Oh, Hangout is live on the air. Hey, look at that. Paying for it when I get back with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training number 175. This is Paul Romero and John Leister here on I'm sorry, this is number 176. And this is here on August, what is this? 21, 2, 3, 24? August 24th? Wow. 2015. Morning, John.
Happy rising, Paul. Welcome to the Hangout. It is New Op Day, and what did you say, 177?
176.
176. Wow. Kind of a milestone. We just crossed over 175, and here we are coming up on our bicentennial in just 24 short episodes, which is about 8 weeks from now, which will put us at the end of October, Halloween. So we'll have to have a bicentennial Halloween special. We might have to get dressed up like vampires or something for this hangout, huh? But Paul's coming to you live from Tahoe. I bring that up for two reasons. One is the guy has the opportunity to escape the summers here in Phoenix, which yesterday was about 116 degrees, a little muggy, and quite frankly, absolutely miserable outside. And here he is in a sweater in Tahoe, going back and forth between cold and too hot of weather because he owns his life. Why don't you tell us a little bit what that's all about?
Well, you'd realize that when you subtract out all the time you spend sleeping and commuting and the time you spend working and all the time that you have to spend doing the things that you have to do each and every day, that most people, John, have but 1 or 2 hours of their own time to do what they like to do. And even if they had more time, would they even have the money to do it? We have discovered a way for you to learn how to own your life by building a home-based business, and we have a system for doing it that is so simple that anybody can do it. And it doesn't require much selling, and the best part is it won't take much of your time. You wouldn't know anybody that would be interested in something like that, would you?
Paul, I think this day and age, a lot of people would be interested in something like that. One of the biggest things you hear out there is how many people are unsatisfied with their current employment. And you know what's great about the system we have, and today is Own Your Life Plan Monday, so we'll be getting into this system and just how simple it is here in a minute. But if you're like most people that are attracted to network marketing, or just people who aren't necessarily even attracted to network marketing, I bet you if you went out there and did a personal survey, and I've done this, 90% of the people out there really aren't satisfied with their jobs. And out of that, those who actually like their job, they have one complaint. They just don't make enough money. And as Paul said, we figured out a system that's simple, it's fun. I mean, this is as hard as Paul and I work, is coming on these hangouts and putting on our reading bifocals and sharing with you concepts about building business systems. And it's fun. And really, it's simple that everybody should be doing this. So with that being said, I covered the preface last Monday, and now it's time to get into chapter 1 of the book, which is, I'll use a visual aid here, Understanding Network Marketing. Pass this over to Paul to kind of dive in here a little bit.
Which to me is the core element of network marketing success. And that is, understanding what network marketing actually truly is. Because most, and this is going to lead me back to just two quick things I want to just recover out of the preface that John did last session on New Op Day. And when he talked in that area, he gets to the chapter of the power of multiplication. And two things that Don says in here is, number one, and this is how and why you can own your life with network marketing, is because network marketing is a way to create unlimited streams of income, starting with next to nothing. Those are two super powerful key pieces for everyone, especially today, because starting with next to nothing is surely something that everybody is looking for. And being able to create unlimited streams of income is obviously what everybody wants. So network marketing fits the bill perfectly in that respect.
Paul, I think you should repeat that one more time, because that is so important. Just Repeat that phrase one more time.
Network marketing is a way to create unlimited streams of income starting with next to nothing. I mean, that, like I said, that's what everybody wants. The next thing in here that where we were going with that is understanding network marketing, chapter 1, and why that's the key to network marketing success is simply because of the very next paragraph that he has in this in the preface here, where he says to be careful because you yourself and many people do have opinions about network marketing. And these opinions could be based on experiences that they've had or things that they've simply just heard from other people. They might not have any experience whatsoever, but they've just heard from other people who have had bad experiences with network marketing. So do something very special for yourself. Set your opinions aside while you read this book or while we go through this book. Because what Don often says is that 100% of people outside of network marketing do not understand it. And 90% of the people inside of network marketing don't understand it. So you got to be very careful. And that's one of the most powerful keys to anything, the most powerful elements to anything is where are you getting your information from? Who do you listen to? And that is why it is so vitally important that this book right here be a part of your network marketing, whether you're in our organization or any other organization, because this is the training manual of how to properly do network marketing. And that's why moving into this chapter 1, understanding network marketing, and then he has a whole nother paragraph here, and I just want to read the title of that, and it says, "Open minds have space for wealth." And I think that pretty much simply speaks for itself. If you don't come in here with an open mind, with the ability to let go of some of your preconceived notions and take in this information and process it for yourself and think about it and try it out for yourself. If you don't come in here with the ability to do that, you have no chance whatsoever. So that's where we're going. I just wanted to bring those 3 things up before we head into the understanding of network marketing, John.
Absolutely, because it is key to understand those 2 concepts when moving forward. So with that being said, we're going to set our opinions and our preconceived notions aside, and we're going to be open right now, and we're going to start diving into some of the concepts of the book. So, this version that I hold in my hand, the one that Paul has been written, I think just re-released in the last year and a half, 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's a 30-year-old book, and I say that because the statistics and the updates in this book are extremely relevant to today's world, hence the new edition. And he starts the chapter off bringing in a vitally important statistic that we should keep in mind as moving forward. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to be very important for us to really take into consideration because what are we looking for? We're doing this because we want more income so that we can have more money, right, to do the things we want to do, and we want to have more time to do those things. So we're looking for freedom and the ability to take control of our life. And since the Great Recession of 08, 09, the U.S. economy has been steadily growing, so they say, I say that, and that's a conversation for another day, at an annual rate of 4%. The direct sales industry, network marketing and direct sales, boomed along in that same time frame at 4.9%, which is a 48% better than the entire economy.
5.9.
But what did I say? 4 point? Yeah, I meant 5.9. And that's 48% better than the entire economy. So even when the economy is only growing at 4%, this industry is growing almost 2% higher at a better rate, which is 40% than the U.S. economy, which should alert us to the fact that this is a very viable, growing, and stable industry.
And I just want to say that, we're going to actually kind of look at that a little bit more once we get onto the next page here, where we talk about the 5 different types of, moving product or service, the 5 different types of marketing. and that'll sort of bring this to light a little bit as to why network marketing is growing out, at a pace that outpaces the general economy. And yeah, the Great Recession, I'm just going to say Great Depression. Sorry, folks, but why, if this whole thing that we just went through perfectly parallels the Great Depression of the 1930s, why is it this time around a recession and not a depression? Answer me that. Okay, that's a whole nother subject. Maybe a Freedom Friday thing, but seriously, no. The Great Depression that we just went through, and we're in the recession now. Here we are, from 2008 to 2015. We're still in the recession portion of this. Everybody now calls it the recovery, but moving on, we the growth pattern that John's talking about here is vitally important for you to understand that this business, this marketing model, this business model is something that is, powerful and real and is in existence all around you right now. And it's a system, as we talked about in the presentation, that is so simple, anyone can do it. This really is, and I'll go back once again to the preface where he talks about in the open minds area towards the end. He says, no wonder Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, calls network marketing the perfect business. Okay? And like John says, this book was rewritten. I don't know if it was totally rewritten, but it was upgraded or updated sometime after 2012, because the next statistic that we're going to get into reflects back on 2012, where it says that nearly $1.67 billion worth of product and service was moved annually through network marketing. So that's a lot of product and service. 167, I don't even know what I said. $167 billion, okay? $billion of product and service in 2012, and the industry is growing. And as he says, as we progress through to the 21st century, watch out. And again, that's going to come to light a little bit more once we start talking about the different types of marketing that are available out there now, and why network marketing is going to continue to be a growing piece.
I want to throw in that if you run the numbers on that, based on 167, within 5.5 years, that's $1 trillion worth of goods and services that have changed hands in a 5.5, 6 year period. So that means that since you got 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, by the end of 2016, this industry has produced $1 trillion in sales in the last 5.5, 6 years. That's actually truly, truly amazing, because if you realize that's the U.S. economy or the U.S. government spends close to, at this point, over $2 trillion per year, which is a ridiculous sum. But could you imagine being able to be part of an industry that can generate that kind of money in just under 6 years? That all you need is 0.001% of that, and you're a millionaire.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not even taking into consideration the growth factor, so it's probably already reached that. So with that, what we move on to next here in the book is talking about what this book is, the purpose of this book here. And it's to really, or of this chapter at least, is to teach you, exactly what network marketing is and what it is not. Okay, that's two very important key elements. And again, that goes back to the open-minded thing here. Okay, it's probably not what you think it is. All right. Secondarily, it's going to help you to effectively explain network marketing to others, because that's realistically what network marketing is. It's really just about teaching and training and explaining what network marketing is to other people. So what we're doing right now is network marketing. We're just telling you what network marketing is. So this is, like John says, this is as hard as we ever have to work.
Right.
So,
You know what? We can get right into the 4 types of commerce, what you were alluding to there, you know, a minute ago, the different types of ways products are distributed in a marketing model. One thing he does just talk about real briefly here before he gets into the 4 types of commerce is he just talks about that what he filled this book up with is what he calls the napkin presentations. And you know what? That's real. I'm so excited to get into those because they're a lot of fun. And basically, the napkin presentations come out of the fact that Don had, when he was explaining this business, he just came up with visual aids, something he can do in a restaurant or at a coffee shop, wherever there's a napkin or a piece of paper or even the back of a business card. He has some simple illustrations that we'll get into throughout this book that just breaks down the system of network marketing. So he just touches a little bit about the concept of those napkin presentations. And I'll go ahead, I'll toss it back over to you here, Paul, if you had a thought on that, or you want to jump right into the 4 types of commerce.
well, I think it's important to bring up the two other things that he has in that paragraph there, the napkin presentations, where he talks about what network marketing simply means: a method of moving product or service from the manufacturer or provider to the customer or to the consumer. Okay, so it's just a method of moving product or service. That's what marketing is, all types of marketing. All right, the multi-level or the network portion of what we do here simply refers to the compensation system, in that you can be paid for different levels of what's going on there. Now, one thing that's happened, and part of where a lot of people's misconception about network marketing comes from, is that network marketing has been associated to illegal pyramid schemes, chain distribution schemes, stuff like that, chain letters, et cetera, and so on, trying to pass themselves off as network marketing. And it's sort of created a stigma around that name of network marketing because of these negative factors. There's so much so, in fact, that some companies have even gone to changing the name of network marketing or multi-level marketing into things like unilevel marketing or co-op mass marketing, just because of the fact that it disassociates from the stigma of that network marketing or the multi-level marketing that goes along with the misconception of all these frauds and schemes that people have gotten involved with over the years. But make no mistake, they're all network marketing, and that's basically what we're going to use in this book. So the 4 different,
that's very important stuff that Paul just pointed out there.
So the 4 different types of commerce, basically, we're going to run through these real quick because you only got a few minutes. There's retailing. You guys all know what retailing is. You walk into a store, brick and mortar business, whatever, H&R Block, whatever it is, you go to the place and you buy your goods or service. Direct sales. This is where you yourself are actually doing the selling. You go out and you knock on people's doors or whatever the case is, and you're selling your product or your service to other people. Network marketing, which is what we're going to discuss here. Direct marketing, which is, mail marketing, mail order, telemarketing, infomercials. I kind of like to call this category personal spamming. And then there's online marketing. And online marketing covers a variety of different things. You've got Amazon, so, websites like Amazon. There's you can be marketing products or services through Google AdWords or email or social media, and then blog sites. It goes on and on. And that's. But what I wanted to run back to real quickly here is the retailing is annually, since the crash, probably prior to even a little bit, but is annually recording declining revenues. Direct sales, as we talked about, is you actually selling stuff to other people. Direct marketing, as I like to call it, like I said, is pretty much kind of personal spamming, just invading people's space with your advertising in one way, shape, or another that they probably don't want any part of you. And then online marketing, this is the area where you have annually increasing revenues. So if you're interested in getting into a business, or you're already into a business of some sort, number one, which one of these categories do you fall into, and what does your future look like? Number two, if you're thinking about starting something, where do you really want to start something at? And obviously, it kind of all points to online marketing. But if you don't know, if you don't have the technological skills, if you don't know anything about the internet and all of that kind of stuff, really, what are your chances? So what does that leave? It leaves network marketing, which, as we talked about a minute ago, going all the way back, network marketing is a way to create unlimited streams of income starting with next to nothing. So is online marketing. It's a way to do the same thing, but you need skills. Network marketing, sure, you need some skills too, but they're very, 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 very easy skills to learn. In fact, we're teaching them right here in this book. So with that, John, I wanted to run through that, and we can cover that a little bit more and get into more of why this really makes the difference as to I forgot what we were tying that into, but how we can tie that into what we were talking about there. This chapter right here, I think we're going to be on a couple of Hangouts because, like I said, this is the basis. This is the key important part of understanding network marketing. So I think we're going to be spending quite a bit of a number of the next Hangouts on just this chapter 1, and even on chapters 2 and 3, because these are really the most important pieces of this book. And then we'll be able to fly through the rest of it, I think, a little bit faster.
Yeah, I agree with Paul. I would go back and watch this Hangout again and really think about and be open to what Paul and I are saying here. You know, just to recap real quick, because I know we're out of time, 100% of people, as Don likes to say, don't understand network marketing. And 95% of the people that are already involved in network marketing don't understand it. And it's simple. It's a system, and all it is a way of moving goods and products and services to other people in a way that isn't retail. We're not retail stores. We're not retailing out products. You know, we're not going out and knocking doors to do direct sales. We're not really doing the direct marketing, as Paul said, invading people's personal space. Online marketing, it could be in this day and age, everyone should be open to marketing themselves online through social media, possibly Google AdWords, Craigslist, Facebook. There's a million things for that. And to me, you can really integrate a powerful online system for yourself to really bring success home to your network marketing. But what we're going to focus on in this book is network marketing and what it is. And as Paul said, quite frankly, the first 4 chapters of the book are really the most important. And that's why if you go back to past Hangouts, we talk about ways in which to introduce this to people. And one of the ways we introduce Swiss Gold Global and our system to people is we send them to ownyourlifeplan.com. So everybody who's watching this that might not own a copy of this book, you can go to ownyourlifeplan.com and read the first 4 chapters. And the reason the first 4 chapters are available on that website is because they're, quite frankly, the most important aspects of this system. And as Paul said, it all starts with understanding what network marketing is and how powerful of a tool it is. $167 billion a year industry. How do we grab our piece of the pie? Well, we'll talk more about that on the next Hangout. So unless Paul has anything he wants to add, though, I think I should just go ahead and close us because it's 8:23. And I'm going to go ahead and close us out with the prayer that goes, "O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom with which to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, through the power to control and to direct my own mind to whatever ends I may desire. My desire, let's learn a business system and grab our piece of $167 billion a year pie."
Actually, if you add approximately 10 billion a year over the course of 3 years, we're at just about 200 billion now, probably. And with that, everybody, we'll see you back here on Wednesday for some Website Wednesday powerful Swiss Gold Global stuff. All right, everybody have a great